My microphone wants to follow me around all the time. Hello there, this is Fei Wu from Fei's World Media. In this video, I want to do a few things. First of all, I want to talk about Twitch as a potential solution for dance and fitness instructors to stream their classes. It's no longer in theory because we have seen a lot of people successfully stream through Twitch, and the quality for audio, video look amazing. I will explain in this video in terms of why I think it's a good platform and the relevant features you might want to consider. 2, I want to show you how to set up OBS. Just OBS, the open source software. Don't be intimidated. I just learned how to use it, and it's not just designed for gamers. The technical details, it's not that bad. Thirdly, I'm going to show you how to use an online design tool such as Canva to design really cute artworks and even overlay within OBS when you live stream. That's it. This is a longer video, so I'm going to list the show notes below. You can jump to the minute marks that are most relevant to you. Also, I will say this is part of a mini series because there's a lot to talk about for OBS. One thing I don't want to cover in this already long video is how to hook up desktop audio directly through OBS, because that requires the installation of a third-party tool that's also known as virtual audio mixer. So I will make sure to save that in a follow-up video. Definitely subscribe. From this point on, I'm going to share more content related to Zoom as updates are coming out, but also I'm going to talk a lot more about live streaming videos on platforms such as Twitch, but there's so many more. I will also be talking about in future videos how to use Restream, Caster, Lula, these what's called multi-streaming or simulcasting software to help you broadcast to so many platforms and build your brand and build your business online from there. Let's get started. So first of all, you need to sign up for a Twitch account. That is possibly the easiest part. So what you need to do is go to twitch.tv. And the music sounds right away. These people are live. Anything with the live icon are people who are streaming live. And what you need to do is sign up for an account. Click on this purple button. You can connect with Facebook right here. But for me, for any platforms that you're not familiar with, I always recommend that you just sign up for a separate one. So after you confirm this information, you are in. That part is pretty trivial. Now, one thing I would say is as soon as you get into the platform, you might feel a little intimidated, especially if you're not 18, 25 years old and you think this whole platform are for gamers, because it just appears to be that way, to be honest. Turns out that people are using Twitch for a variety of reasons. And the reason why we're doing these videos is to help people understand and really break down, dissect live streaming as well as multi-streaming. So multi-streaming and simulcasting are fairly similar. So the difference with these terminology is live stream is going from one channel and multi-streaming is when you broadcast from multiple channels. And Twitch being one of the channels. And we're going to explain in future videos on the differences. Now, when you first arrive in Twitch and you create an account, you finally log in, you're going to be triggered to take a look at this, which is called your interest. So choose at least 3 categories or channels being streamed right now. So as you can see, there's some channels recommended for me. There is a pretty big variety, actually. I heard that people are obviously playing games, but they're also doing art, doing dance lessons and other types of streaming opportunities and topics. So definitely don't be intimidated. Plus, you can build your own channel, and that's kind of the point of this, that you don't have to copy or be like anybody else. All right, let me hit done. And now you can see the things that interest you. So out of these follow channel, there's a more button, and it looks like most people are offline. And if they're offline, you can still click on that channel and be able to see the previous broadcast they had.
I'm playing.
And now whenever you click on the video will kind of follow you and the sound will continue. So this is really kind of positive in my opinion, that even though that these videos, dance videos may not get a ton of views right off the bat because, you know, Twitch is still so new, but the way you can think about it is to open up a Twitch account, You know, you don't have to make a year-long commitment to it, but you can begin to use this as an additional channel to broadcast your work, whatever that may be, as a creative or fitness entrepreneur. So there's one example. I'm going to kind of click on other people. You see that if they are offline, you can still see the videos. And that's kind of what I'm exploring. And I do recommend that people begin to watch some of these videos to kind of get a sense for what people are doing or not doing, you know, what works and what doesn't work. And one thing as I'm pausing this is you may be wondering, okay, Zoom gives you that kind of face-to-face two-way conversation, even though that right here in Twitch, you're not really going through the same experience. However, there are integrations, for example, that can connect Twitch and Zoom, which we can talk about. There are also other opportunities. As you can see, the chat is closed right now. But if when you go live, the chat could be open. I know that it's going to be hard for you to dance and chat at the same time, but certainly if you have a bigger screen and if you are streaming from home, you're able to see these chats coming through, which I think is quite exciting. And you can engage right away. Even if you don't respond by texting a message, you can, you know, if you have a microphone, you can simply shout out that, you know, say hello to people who are watching you. One feature that's really neat about broadcasting on Twitch is that there is a built-in donation option right from this platform. So as you grow on Twitch, and you may or may not choose to stay with this platform, it's important to know that they have subscription models that you can follow your streamer. That's what they're called. You can follow and subscribe to your streamer for free or for a paid amount of money. And as you can see, that also you can build, this is your homepage, that you can include additional information such as PayPal and others such as Facebook and Instagram. And your calendar, you can post a calendar as in when you're going live, when you're going to be offline. So I think the payment option is going to be pretty key for a lot of independent creators. And here are your videos from the top. Here are your clips that you choose, and here are your followers. Now, in order to start streaming on Twitch, it's an additional step needed, which is you need to download OBS. OBS works for both PC and Mac. And another option, as I have seen, is that there's actually an integration between Zoom and Twitch. So I'm going to say integration. Now, how to live stream with Zoom, Twitch and Zoom integration. There's a company called Integromat. So I have not used it, but I'm kind of curious because I think how it works typically is you have a secret key, you have a stream key, which you can put inside Zoom, and that's going to make that integration happen. But for right now, the majority of people are going to download OBS. The different versions between PC and Mac are different, so I believe there's a lot more involved with the PC version. However, the one with Mac will do and should be able to, you know, give you all the features that you need. So I'm going to download that. Now, installing OBS seems pretty trivial. However, once you set it up, there are just a couple of things that you'll have to learn. So this is OBS. I'm on a Mac, obviously. So let me install that real quick. Now I'm going to find the app OBS right here. I'm going to drag it in the place where I can find again. Okay, let me deny that for right now. Would you like to run Auto Configuration Wizard? You can also manually configure your settings by clicking the setting buttons in the main menu. So let's see what the auto configuration is. So you also have these notifications, so make sure you allow notifications from OBS. And as you can see, this is OBS 25.0.8 on Mac. So Auto Configuration Wizard, specify what you want to use this program for. So optimize just for recording. I will not be streaming, but most of us are going to be using it for streaming. Recording is secondary. Base canvas resolution, desired video settings. My current is 1920, 1080, that's HD. Prefer 60. So I think these default is possible. So let's just keep going with that. So once you hit the button, get stream key, you're going to be bounced over to this kind of weird looking page, which is okay. It's called dashboard.twitch.tv with my channel and account. And right here, you can see that this is your primary stream key. You can hit show or copy right here, even without showing. So that's what you will do. And once you grab your stream key and copy it inside right here, OBS, you're good to move forward. It says estimate bitrate with bandwidth test may take a few minutes. All right, let's do the job here. and it's going to give you a final result. Okay, so after just about 3 to 4 minutes, the auto configuration wizard finished with the final results. It says testing complete, and now you have a what is called estimated settings that are most ideal based on where I am, you know, my Wi-Fi and all that. So to use these settings, all I have to do is apply settings. So there is that. All right, guys, let's keep going. I almost feel like I should be live streaming this whole process here. So now you have done the connection and all that. Anytime you can't find your OBS anymore, simply go back down to your application and do that. So to make it even easier, I'm going to just show my OBS application. When you first come in here, so what's important is called a scene. So think about a scene as in you may be creating a scene for your online webinar for your business. And you might have another scene for your church broadcasting. You might have another scene for family and friends. So these scenes can be preserved. So you just create different ones. I'm just going to call mine right now called test. How about test for Twitch? Once I do that, you see it just almost like just name tags, really. Now you need to create sources. Currently, when you first come in, there's no sources whatsoever. You're going to click on the plus sign and it goes pretty crazy, right? But don't be intimidated because you can create audio input, output, browser, color sources, display, all of these things. You can write random freestyle text on top. You can have your VLC video. You can literally play. Think about it. You can play a video. You can showcase your desktop. You can have your webcam connected so you can see yourself in the little corner somewhere. So let's first do a video capture device. And you can call it your webcam. If you have multiple webcams, you can even give it a name. I'm going to say this one is my Logitech. Click on OK. Device here I'm going to confirm is not FaceTime, but the Pro webcam. You see the notification to access the camera. I give permission, and here I am. So I'm going to move this. If it looks good, you have your preset. So use buffering. Interesting. So there's that. Yeah, this is interesting. The HD Logitech webcam always somehow just mirrors you. So you see now you have a source. You can move the source anywhere around on this frame. You can make it the whole thing if you want. If you're teaching dance on your webcam, then this will be it. But you can also move it to a corner, right? You can literally have yourself stay in the corner, and as you start broadcasting, you can keep moving it around, and you can add additional sources here, such as, I mentioned display capture, and anything you don't want to be part of, you can remove that. For example, I can also add an image if I want to. And here I can browse any image on my desktop. Okay, I'm just going to totally add a random picture here. Click on OK, and okay, this image is like super big for some reason. And you can hide, unhide. And to change which picture is on top, what you can do is simply move these things around. So for example, if I want my Logitech camera to overlay my image, this is how I would do it. I can further resize it if need to. Here's another thing, like a lot of people really like what's called a Twitch overlay. It's almost like your little channel art. So I think I'm going to demonstrate how to do that. So you can simply Google Canva, which again is my favorite design app online. So Canva Twitch overlay, guess what? They have all these templates already. I'm just going to, you see the size, everything is already pre-configured, really convenient. I'm going to just use, honestly, a random one. Let's not spend too much time here. So, for example, I do something called offline. You can call it Face World Media. And then stream will resume. For more information on my social media. And here you can actually add your social media handle. Like that. And let's say this is my, not very fancy overlay. So you can download that. I'll show you real quick how to apply for it. So here you can add an image. Oh, audio input, I forgot to mention. So create a new audio input. Here, the devices you can choose from built-in microphone, but for me, I'm using a Scarlett USB audio interface, so I'm going to choose that and just confirm OK. And this is the mic I'm using. And as I'm doing that, I can actually see and confirm my audio input is capturing something. Now let us go back to adding in an image. So I can add another image. I call it overlay, for example. And here I would choose the file I just created. So I go to my download folder. You see, now when I'm offline, I can just do that. That would do. And this overlay can also hide at any time. So you can, as you can see, you can create all these sources and show and hide as you wish. The one thing I was going to show you guys is that within Canva, there's a feature, well, you can also do it without Canva, is to create, let's say it's transparent everywhere else except for here. So now I download that. I'm going to show you guys real briefly what it looks like. You might not be able to tell straight away just yet, but only this part is visible and the rest is actually transparent. So click on image again, and here I'm going to say overlay. I'm going to call this one transparent so we know which one is which. Look at that. Click on OK. And actually my big image is a little bit distracting, so I'm going to go without that. And let's say I want the social media here, and I want myself to fill up for the rest of the screen. Look at that. So I can make it super branded, obviously, Facebook on all social media. And now if you're happy with this, your audio is good to go, you really like this one right here, and you're good to go. So what I'm going to do is now start streaming. And you can also start recording. This is recording on your local machine. But then you can also do start streaming. So, hi there, this is Fei Wu from FaceWorld Media. I run a company called FaceWorld. We are a YouTube channel, a podcast, also DIY documentary. I'm testing this for the first time on Twitch, which is really nerve-wracking, but, you know, I'm doing this so other people can explore what it's like to stream live to Twitch. So I just stopped streaming, and also I stopped the local recording. Wow, there's a bit of an echo. Apologize for that because I'm having two windows open. And I can see myself live on Twitch. All right, let me stop streaming. Bye. Bye. What I've learned just now also is that there is a delay, nothing too significant, nothing compared to the delay between Zoom and Facebook Live when you go live from Zoom to Facebook. That is what I meant. And instead, it's the delay is only just maybe a couple 2 to 3 seconds. It's noticeable for sure, but it definitely catches on. All right, that was super cool to go live with OBS. I must say it is really simple once you have things configured. You can create a super simple banner using Canva like I've just demonstrated, but going live, again, it's really not super mysterious and the quality is quite high. One thing I'd like to add, which is a really positive feature for Twitch, is that you can actually archive your previous videos. This way, you'll be able to have your visitors, your students come back and then take lessons with you when you're not live streaming. Now, that is something called Enable VOD storage. It's called the Store Pass Broadcasts. Now, this is not turned on automatically, at least not for me. So I'm going to include a link that is also specific instructions right here. I'll include in the description below. Go to Preferences, Channel, and then under Stream Key and Preferences, you want to turn this on, called Store Pass Broadcast. You want to turn this on and you'll be all set. So what I just did is I clicked on setting over here. First of all, you got to choose your language. It's default on English. You can choose the mode. I'm on dark, and I know that some of the other ones I've seen is like the light color. Doesn't really matter here. And these are the setting, pretty generic. And let's see. Yes, that's correct. Fairly generic. Now let's go to stream. This stream key, again, is Twitch. So it's going to automatically detect where you are. So it's pretty good. Right now, I am off the list I can see so far. I'm closest to New York, so that's correct. And output. Here, output I have on simple. Everything for me is just on autopilot, basically. Encoding, and it's all good. So here is my audio settings, devices, and sample rate. All this looks good to me. In the earlier part of this video, you guys saw that I set to 1920, 1080. These are aspect ratio, all good. Hotkeys, I don't have anything set up. I don't think I need it just yet, but this is it. All right, quick video here. I'm really proud of our friends, Kathy and Jorge, who's able to manage setting up Twitch really quickly. As you guys can see, they did a really smart schedule. This is something you can do in any design program, but also over here, you can have stream chat even before the class starts. So this way, if somebody is confused whether they're at the right place, if they can't see anything, they can communicate directly with the administrator or the host. So it's really cool.